Hello everyone, it's Jaden. In today's video, I'm just going to be doing just a simple sit down with you, showing you all of the houseplants that I have. Yes, besides keeping a ton of fish and having dogs, I also like to hoard houseplants and I aspire to live in a rainforest jungle someday. But before I start this video, I do want to say that I am going to be uploading videos on Monday, Wednesday, and if I really feel like it, on Friday, just so you guys know what to expect and so it will be consistent for you. So yeah, again, I'll be posting videos on Monday, Wednesday, and if I feel like it, Friday. So stay tuned for that, and let's just get into the video. So starting off with one of the first plants on that I have is going to be Lucky Bamboo, or Dracaena sanderiana. Don't know if I'm saying that correct. It is a flowering plant. This is a variegated type. I have a bunch of stalks of just normal type. Fun fact about Lucky Bamboo, it's actually not bamboo at all, and it's more closely related to grass. So yeah, this one's really pretty. I got it because they grow, their roots can grow fully exposed in water, which is what I do. I just pulled this out of my aquarium, which is where they live. I'll go ahead and insert some footage of like all of my bamboo, maybe here or here, just so you can see all of it growing in my aquarium because it looks really nice. But yeah, that's that. Like the other stalks that I have, it was in like a giant bundle, like a display, and they were all rotting and I saved them. So that was really cool. I was able to save like a bunch of really nice stalks of Lucky Bamboo because someone was watering it with just tap water and they do not like tap water. So there's the Lucky Bamboo. The second plant that I have is this like golden variegated type Pothos. When I first got it, when it was smaller, I thought it was just a regular Pothos, but as it's growing, it's starting to get these really pretty variegated leaves, which is really nice. This is actually not my plant technically, but I take care of it, so it's going to be in my video. It's technically my boyfriend's, and yeah, it was really small, and I water all of my plants with fish tank water, which is really great for them. They really love that. It's full of nutrition that the plants utilize for growing. There's a weird story behind this. My boyfriend said that it used to be like vines used to be like 10 feet long, and he moved and forgot it at the house, and the people that lived there didn't water it, so it died, which is really sad, but it's coming back, so that's really nice. There's a lot of new growth. Okay, let me grab my third plant. Okay, and then next I have this peace lily. A peace lily is a flowering plant. It's usually known as Spathiphyllum. It usually comes from, natively, it comes from Southeast Asia or tropical regions like that, or the tropical Americas. This one is kind of rough because I just recently repotted it. It was so root bound and I totally just spaced it. Like I just spaced it because it was busy. And this one kind of got neglected, which I feel bad for, but now it's growing back. It's getting a lot of new growth, like right here. And they get the really pretty white flowers. I'll probably put a picture of that in there, but this one's never flowered because, like I said, it was in too small of a pot. Cool, alright, so my next plant, well, this is two plants actually. My next plant is, this is Glacier English Ivy, or Hedera helix glacier. It's a vining plant. I'm not sure if it gets flowers, but all the research that I've done on it, I haven't seen anything about flowers. But yeah, it's a vining plant. It will climb onto anything with like root-like little arms that it grows. A lot of people like let it grow across their walls in their house, like outside. It looks really pretty, but it's so destructive, like so destructive. Like it can rip off wall foundations and stuff. It's just crazy. It's a really beautiful plant though. So that one's Glacier Ivy. I recently potted it and it's getting a lot of new growth, and I'm having it vine up this. Like I said, they get like little root like clinglets that will like cling onto these and vine up it. On the other side, I just have some common English ivy, not variegated or anything. I potted them both in the same pot just so they can both grow together on this topiary that I made. Like I said, they are a vining plant. They're very good for ground cover. I'm trying to get it to vine over to my aquariums, and that would be really nice. But you gotta be careful, and I'm trying to keep it away from other plants, because if you keep it next to other plants, it will attach to the other plants and vine up it, and it can be pretty difficult to remove it, and it can damage your other plants. So I try and keep it a little bit separated from the rest of my plants just so that won't happen. But yeah, that's the English ivy with these dark green broad leaves and some vines. And then this is the glacier ivy with the smaller variegated leaves. So yeah, that's the glacier ivy. Cool. Next plant is gonna be, I'm gonna assume all of the research that I have done on it is, I'm assuming it's just a very small African violet. That's what it looks like. It has very succulent-like leaves. And the flowers, everything that I've seen, sorry, this looks like, sorry, I'm so shaky. It looks like an African violet. If anybody knows what this is, it'd be really cool. Comment down below, let me know. But it's anything that I found on it, everything said that it's probably an African violet, so that's what I'm treating it as, and it's been really great. It's getting new leaves, it's constantly flowering. It likes to be pretty moist, and it likes to get some sun. I keep all of my plants in an area over here that I'll show you in a little while, where they get a lot of really good sunlight in the morning, from the morning sun. All of my plants are usually medium light plants, so, because my house just doesn't get a lot of natural light in it, only for like certain hours of the day, and it's just not enough for a lot of like highlight plants or big plants or anything like that. All right, let me go grab the next plant. Ooh, this is my favorite one. I'm gonna scoot back so you guys can see it. So this is called a weeping fig, or the scientific name would be Ficus benjamina. It is a flowering plant in the ficus or fig tree family. The reason why it is called the weeping fig is you can tell it's like droopy. I haven't potted it yet because it doesn't need it yet. I'm trying to let it get a strong root system. But it's called the weeping fig because it gets these leaves on the end that droop, and every new leaf, like new growth, droops over, so it looks like it's like weeping, kind of like a weeping willow. Don't know if you guys can see that. You can kind of tell from the back. It weeps over. That's why it's called the weeping fig. It does fruit. It gets very, very small fruits. I don't know if they fruit inside. You'd probably have to take it outside, but this plant can get really, really big. It can get as large as 6 feet indoors, probably larger. But yeah, it's my favorite plant. I got this plant for like $10, and it was such a steal that I had to get it. And ever since then, it's just been my favorite plant. It constantly is getting new growth, like these new little treelets down here. Yeah, and it's just really nice. I'll probably insert pictures of the flower and the fruit of this tree because it is really pretty, and it doesn't produce massive figs like a fig tree. They're like very small, berry-sized figs. It's really pretty. I would like to see if I can get this to flower indoors sometime, but that would probably take a lot of work. But who knows? It could be really easy. All right. And then this is the next plant. This is a false galaxy galaxy false Aurelia. It's from New Caledonia originally. I'll just get up close so you can see those leaves. It gets like these smaller, like 3-pronged leaves when it's smaller, but once it gets bigger, it's gonna get fanned out leaves. It has the potential of getting very, very, very large. So I'm glad that I got it small. They can get in the wild, they've been reported to get anywhere from 27 to 46 feet. Indoors, they probably will not get that big, but it's just really, really cute. I'll insert a picture of this plant full grown too, or I'll try to insert pictures of all of these plants full grown, but this one is just really, really stunning when it's full grown. It kind of reminds me of like a palm, but not really because the leaves aren't connected. And I've said some of them, but I'll include some of the names, all of the scientific names on the screen. But yeah, that's the false galaxy Aurelia. All right. So the next plants that I have is just this like kind of like terrarium. I honestly do not even remember what kind of plants they are. This is succulent. They're both succulents. I made them out of a terrarium that broke, and then I had to save it, and so I put them in this fish bowl. But they've been doing really well. I really wish I knew what kind they are, but I really don't. But they've been growing a lot. They're constantly getting new growth. So yeah, this is the first terrarium that I've ever made, and only actually. So yeah, there's those cute little succulents. Cool. And then lastly is gonna be just this common orchid. I think it was a pinkish one when it was in bloom. Right now it's doing really, really well. When it was in bloom for a very, very long time. Like I said, I water all of my plants with fish tank water and they really, really love it. This orchid was given to me a gift from my boyfriend for Valentine's Day, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was Valentine's Day. And ever since then, it's just been growing so much. I've never had an orchid before, but it's doing really well. The flower stalks are finally starting to die off, but like I said, it was in bloom for a very long time. But yeah, it's just this common orchid. It's constantly getting new leaves. I just put it in a bigger pot because it was kind of constricted, but yeah, I'm hoping that I can get that to bloom again. Alright everyone, that's the last of my little plant tour video. If you like that, it'd be really amazing and help me out if you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment box below if you feel like you need to. That would be really cool. I really like seeing comments and responding to everyone. If you haven't watched any of my past videos, then that would be awesome if you could watch them. I will link them in the information box or the description box below. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.